Oh, Sleddy01 here. Here to make a video I think needs to be made. I'm going to tell you about the friend zone. Now, I know what you're thinking, ladies. Oh my God, here comes another guy bitching about the damn friend zone. The friend zone's not real. Oh my God, you're too... Alright, you know what? To hell with all that shit. First of all, no, I'm not bitching about the friend zone. Second of all, it's real. And it's a quite innocuous place. I'm going to explain this to you. I think this needs to be explained for both men and women, as both sides of the coin can apply to both men and women. So, for starters, what is the friend zone? The friend zone is exactly that. When you're friends. That's all you are to somebody. You're just their friend. This may be a very special person, you may have a very strong bond, but in the end, what you are is good friends. And if that's all you're looking for, that's fine. That's great. Then you're exactly where you want to be in life, which is a lot more than most people can say. But of course, that's not what this is about, is it? Now, when most people talk about being friend-zoned, they're talking about the situation where they want more out of a relationship than just friends. However, the feelings are not reciprocated by the other party. There's a few notable examples of being in the friend zone. I believe Taylor Swift makes an entire song about that. She's a pretty big offender. It's not like Luigi It's not like Luigi didn't help save the princess, but Mario gets all the all the credit for that. So he's kind of friend zoned. I'm sure he would want a little bit more, but they gave him Daisy, so I mean it's all right. But he's probably just friend zoned to her anyway. No, seriously though, here's where it comes into play. Friend zone is real, but this is what happens. All right, and this is a typical situation. This is not every situation. What happens is, a boy meets girl, and boy falls in love with girl. Now, he starts out being her friend, and that's great, but he really wants more, and she doesn't. Now, when it becomes clear that she doesn't, there's a few different things that happen, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you what should happen. Ladies, if there's a guy out there, and you know he wants more than just being friends, tell him. Do not string him along. Do not give him false hope that one day y'all can be more. You need to sit that guy down, and you need to just put it to him straight. Look, I like you as a friend, but that's all I like you as. And there is nothing in this universe that is going to change that. Let him know. Otherwise, you're just being a selfish bitch because you're stringing him along because you enjoy his friendship. Because if you do that, one of two things is going to happen. He's either going to get fed up and then just walk away. And then you're like, oh, well, he was such a dick. I can't believe he's not going to be my friend anymore because I wouldn't give him some booty. That's not what he was fucking after. I mean, yes, ultimately every relationship is going to, end up with sex. That's part of it. That's part of life. Don't be unrealistic. But he walked away because he wasn't getting what he wanted out of it. Yeah, that's right. It was about him at some point. He liked you. He was attracted to you, but he wanted more. And he wasn't getting it, and it eventually became obvious to him. And he was mad at you for not just being honest about that. So yes, he has a right to be mad and to walk away. And don't be mad at him because he had that right. You should have been open and honest with him about it, and it could have given him the chance to walk away. The other thing that can happen is you get fed up with it because you decide to string him along and not tell him. He's going to continue to get more upfront with his advances towards you. And eventually he's just going to become that creepy guy. And then you're going to get mad at him because, oh my God, I don't even like him that way. But you didn't fucking tell him. You didn't tell him. You didn't make it clear. You might think you made it clear, but you got to understand when somebody is in love or they think they're in love, their brain is not processing things the same way, all right? You've got to really make it clear to these people that there's nothing that can go down and give them the chance to walk away. All right. Now, let's say you are open and honest with them. Guys, this is the part where I'm talking to you. She's open and honest with you. What do? Honestly, walk the fuck away. Just walk away. And I'm going to tell you why. You're going to sit there and think, oh, well, we can be friends. No, because in your mind, here's what you're really thinking. I can continue being friends with her and eventually woo her into being my girlfriend. That is a false idea. It's not going to happen. She's never going to see you that way. If she sat you down and made it clear, it's not a test. It's not some challenge for you to overcome. No, she doesn't see you that way. Maybe one day she will. You know, if you like change what you look like, change your personality, or her taste completely change, but that is a very slim certain. That's not even a certain. It's a very slim chance. If she makes it clear, walk away. Explain to her that you want more. And if that's not a possibility, you need to walk away. You're going to think, oh, we can just be friends. Maybe one day you can just be friends. But at that point, you're going to still be latched to the idea of her. You already had a relationship, and that's like the breakup. You need time apart before you can be friends. You need time for your brain to get over the idea that you're not going to have her. And once you get that time, then, and maybe it's weeks, maybe it's months, hell, maybe it's years. Some people it might never happen. But once you've had time to do that, time to separate from her, have a couple more girlfriends, shit, even if you're married, then you can move back around to that person and be their friend. And very well, a good friendship might just, spring up from that. But you're no longer concerned with getting her as the girl. You're no longer going to be that creepy, friend of hers that she kind of sort of doesn't even want to be around because of your advances. You guys can actually have that friendship. Then it's also not like she's stringing you along, so she's not really being a bitch to you. All right. So ladies, if you're open and honest about the guy, and he stops being your friend because of that, don't be mad at him. He's doing you both a favor, and he's being realistic about it, because you were not going to give him what he wants, and yeah, it sounds selfish, but that's what we're after. We look for relationships. Women do it too. Don't even act like you don't. You see it, because this is exactly what this is about. You see a guy you like, and you want more than just a friend from him. Maybe all you want is booty from him. Maybe you want a long-lasting relationship. Whatever you want from him, if you're not getting it, are you going to hang around? Shit, no, you're not going to hang around. You're going to hang around just long enough to see if you're going to get what you want, and then when you figure out you're not going to get it, you're going to fucking leave. That's what you're going to do. So, I'm just being realistic, and so should everybody else out there. So, because here's, and guys, honestly, if you don't walk away, the two things that I said, that could happen if women string you along can happen if you don't walk away. Say she's open and honest about it. You don't walk away. You say, oh, we can be friends, and naively the girl agrees. This is what's going to happen. You're either going to eventually get fed up and you're going to just walk away, and then you really do look like a dick because it was your idea to continue being friends, knowing that you couldn't do. So, and you really are a dick, yeah. I mean, because you said, oh, we can be friends, but you really couldn't, and you knew you couldn't. You knew in the back of your head, you didn't want to admit it, because you knew what the plan really was. You knew the plan was to woo the shit out of her while you were her friend. Meanwhile, you're going to be that friend that buys her, like, flowers and chocolates and whatnot. She's got a friend for that. It's called her boyfriend. Anyway, or what's going to happen is you're going to start your advances again, as I just stated, buying her chocolates and flowers rather than doing things that regular friends would do. Like, you want to buy your friend a gift, that's fine, but make it something a little less personal, like a copy of World of Warcraft if they're into that shit, which I'm not, so don't buy me that. And then she's going to think you're just that creepy guy. And then you guys are going to have that hard conversation where she brings in the fact, but I thought we were just friends. You agreed. And then once again, you're the bad guy because you agreed. You decided to stick it out. So, it's just not a good situation. And then you become estranged. In either of the bad situations, in any of those bad situations, the idea of a friendship later down the road is pretty much shot in the foot. I mean, it's very seldom will that work out. I know it's hard for you to do that, walk away from the situation, but honestly, you're going to be saving yourself a lot more heartache by just walking away. Yeah, it seems shitty because it seems like you were only being friends with her because you wanted more, but that's actually the truth. You were friends with her because you wanted more. That's what attracted you to her. You saw a girl you liked, and you moved in because you made your moves because you wanted more. So, I mean, ladies, be realistic. If the guy walks away after you gave him a fair chance, he's not the bad guy. He's just being realistic. Now, if a guy says we can still be friends, ladies, do him a favor. Stop him. Tell him. Bestow this wisdom I have bestowed upon you. Let him know that is not a possibility. And, honestly, I know this sounds like, big, guys are dumb, women can be bitches and need to save the day kind of thing. You know what? This can apply both ways. Like I said at the very beginning, this can apply both ways. Girls, if you're friend zoned by a guy, you find out you're not going to get what you want out of it, walk away. Do exactly what I told the guys to do. Walk away. Guys, she's not a bitch if she walks away. Not if you give her a fair chance. Because she wanted more, she wasn't going to get it from you. I mean, that's just life. That's reality. You're looking for a goal. If you realize the path you're on is not going to get you that goal, are you going to stay on that path? No, you're not. I mean, if you did, you're pretty stupid and counterproductive. So that's all I really got to say about that. That is the friend zone in a nutshell. Anybody who tells you the friend zone ain't real, link them to this video. While you're at it, you can subscribe and check out my other videos. So, anyway, that's all I got for you right now. Slidio1 out.